Welcome back to the Small Simple Kitchen. Today we're going to be making some Oaty Biscuits. Okay, so to start with this one you need some rolled oats, 175 grams of these. Okay, we've got 176. If it goes over a little tiny bit, doesn't really matter. So put those to one side. And now that you've put your oats in the bowl, you need to have some muscovado sugar. So we're going to put your bowl on me, zero it, and we need 75 grams of this. Ooh, that's a big bit. So 75 grams. Which is there we go, 75 grams of sugar. Okay, we'll also put that to one side. And you need an egg, one egg. Let's put that in a bowl. The next ingredient, you need some sunflower oil. Okay, so we need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And over there. And for the last ingredient, we need 2 tablespoons of honey. That can be put to one side too. And that's all the ingredients. Right, so all we do now is bring back your oats and add in the sugar, and then we're going to mix all that together, breaking up all them sugar lumps. Now that your sugar's mixed in, you need to add an egg. So add your egg, add your sunflower oil, and add the honey. All in there. And then you want to give that a really good mix. So all them oats are coated. This might take a little while to do. Now once that's all been mixed in, you want to leave that for 15 minutes. So put that to one side, and we'll move on to preparing the baking tray. You could have 1 or 2 of these depending on how big you want your biscuits to be. I'm going to do 2 just in case I have a bit extra to do that with. I'm going to be using non-stick baking paper, so tear off as much tip coat. Right. So I cut it across there. Yeah, let's cut it out. Just squirt it with your fingers. Right. Then you can cut that out. Right. See, Lovely. Do the same with the other one. Ready for the mixture. So preheat your oven to gas mark 5 and then we'll be back in a minute. Okay, after 15 minutes you're ready to start creating your Oaty biscuits. So start off with a small amount first. Pop it on. A bit more, try to keep them the same kind of level. There. I'll get 3 on there. These are going to all stick together anyway. And let's just pop that one on me. Yeah, I just need 1 tray for these. You never know. Okay. Now you need to make your biscuit shapes. Right, now you've done that, all you need to do now is put them in the oven for 15 minutes or until they're nice and golden brown, so keep an eye on them. Time to check. Look at those, delicious. They look really good, they do. Alright, what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave them on the side here to cool down. Then when they're cool, I'll transfer them to a cooling rack for a little bit more cooling down. But when they come out of the oven, they'll still feel a little bit soft. See? That'll stiffen up as they cool down. So try not to eat them yet. Right then, so it's come to the point where they've hardened up, they've cooled down, and now what we need to try and do is transfer them from the baking tray onto a cooling rack. I've got one of these cyclical scraper. I don't know what you call them, but they might help. See, because you can get right underneath them and then slowly just work around, and then hopefully it will come up in one bit. There we go, like that. Moist at the bottom, lovely. Now because they're hard on the top and moist on the bottom, I'm going to pull them on my cooling rack with the moist side up, otherwise the moist side will stick to that, the metal tray bit, and it'll be awful to try and wash that, it'll be all sticky. But yeah, these have come off really well. Hard on the top, soggy bottom up. Okay, and then continue with these. These are going to be really nice. These are with a nice cuppa. Lovely. Okay, we're nearly done these, so while I'm doing these last 3, if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, and that would really help me out, and it's free. Plus you can also always come back and have a look, see what I'm doing next. So yeah, bottom of the screen, hit that subscribe button, and this is the last one, so I'll put that just in the lovely. Okay, so let's have a look at these. Look at these beauties. At the moment they're upside down. Right then, so they're sufficiently hardened up and not sticky, so you can put these in any storage box you like, or on a plate as I am here, and these will last for about a week. Well, I don't think they'll last that long at all. So let's arrange these nicely. Look at that, lovely that. Another one. Here, look. Stack. There you are. Nice. Oaty biscuits. Perfect.